Hello everyone, welcome to the Drivers Room. We're in the Sunday League again today, Season 7, Round 3, Tier 1. And today we're at Kyoto Driving Park, Yamagiwa, plus Miyabi, reverse layout. And we're in the Mercedes-Benz AMG VGT Racing Series. And our grid vault today on pole we have Smith. Starting on the Racing Super Soft, he picked up second in the last round, but he missed round one, so he's in 6th place in the championship at the moment. Your worst 2 rounds get dropped over the course of the 8-week season to cater for any missed races, so see how that pans out. In 2nd place we have Mangino starting on the Racing Softs, only 7th in the last round, but he's looking very quick in the Mercedes today. In 3rd place we have Alex starting on the Racing Super Softs. He's 2nd in the championship at the moment, 2nd in round 1, won round 2, sorry. Yeah, so 2nd place and 1st place. He's putting on a very strong charge for the Tier 1 championship this season. In 4th place we have Knee Jogger on the Racing Super Soft, 8th and 9th place finishes so far this season. Also looking quick in Mercedes today, so he'll be looking for a better result starting from 4th. In 5th place we have Chris, starting on the Super Softs. He struggled in the Diablo last round, finishing 10th. He's 7th in the championship at the moment on 16 points. In 6th place we have Gadget, starting on the Racing Softs. 3rd and 6th place finishes so far this season, puts him in 3rd in the championship on 28 points. In 7th place we have myself, DJ Bryce. My first appearance in the Sunday League this season, starting on the Racing Mediums, but yeah, first appearance this season, can't afford to miss any more races. And in 8th place we have Wilco, 10th and 9th place finish so far this season, only 8 runners today, so obviously he's going to improve on that. So that was our grid walk for today, let's get underway. Here we are at Kyoto Driving Park, starting looking back from the pole sitter Smith as usual. So we have a look back through the grid, see how everyone gets away in this Mercedes. Looks pretty clean. Mangino's had a really good start on the left hand side, looks like Alex has as well, so Alex looks like he may have passed Mangino there. Coming to turn 1, Mangino's got the inside, can he hold on to 2nd place? As Alex moves up in the 2nd, so Mangino down to 3rd, Knee Jogger in 4th. I think Chris has dropped a place there as well. Gadget up into 5th. We'll come in 7th, myself down in 8th. Smith holding on to that lead. Alex, very good start up to 2nd. Looks like I've passed Wilco somewhere there as well, as Chris goes a little bit wide. Gets the inside of Gadget, he has a little look, there's no contact. I think Gadget's just held on to 5th place there. Oh, lively start on these Mercedes. Great liveries on show as per usual in the driver's room. Go back with Smith, he's really extended his lead now. May pick up a penalty there, though, did go quite wide. Alex hasn't really managed to get away from Mangino. Knee Jogger holding on in 4th as well, very close behind. Gadget in 5th, Chris in 6th, Self in 7th, just about ahead of Wilco. Really looking to capitalise today. Drsl not racing this week, he's the Tier 1 championship leader at the moment, so this is going to bring Smith back into play. Another strong result from Alex could see him take the championship lead, as we got Knee Jogger having a little look at Mangino, so across the finish line. Mung's at the inside, stays ahead. So Gadget in 5th, Chris still in 6th, myself in 7th, Wilco in 8th. Nothing changed at the back. Smith going purple, starting to stretch that lead a little bit. Got knee jogger all over the back of Mungino at the moment. Stay with these two guys for a moment. So, alright, so knees on the super soft, didn't realise, so he's on the slightly quicker tyres. Mungino runs wide there, he's going to get a pretty good exit out of that. So yeah, knees on the softer compound, he's going to want to get ahead as soon as possible. So everyone's just picking up the pace now. Nice tight inside line from knee jogger again, so come through these S sections. This whole freaking track is an S section, so forgive me for getting lost where we are on track and corner numbers and whatnot. Knee jogger all over the back of Mungino at the moment. Have a look further back down the grid as Gadget runs a little bit wide. So Chris going to be putting him under pressure now. Try and go on ball with Chris. It's a long right hander. It's a very fast section now. Very easy to get it wrong, as it looks like Gadget has up ahead. He spins out, smashes the barriers. It's going to drop him right back down to last place. So I think Gadget admitting at the start of this race having zero practice and reasonably easy car to drive, this Mercedes, but that combined with this track layout, it's so very easy to get wrong, especially through that last section. Very quick section for the towards the end of the lap. So that moves Chris up into 5th, myself into 6th, and Wilco into 7th. As Gadget's just recovering at the back now in 8th. Smith still extending his lead in 1st place, going purple, 2:16.2 last time around, 1.5 seconds quicker than Alex in 2nd place. And looks like Mungino's got ahead of knee jogger. No, he was already ahead of knee jogger, wasn't he? And that looks like knee jogger having a crash in the background. And that is going to be Chris having a look at him. Big mistake, bit of damage there as well. Hopefully that disappears before they come through the next section of corners. You'd lose even more time. But yeah, big mistake from knee jogger there behind Mungino. So Mungino can just get on with the job now, start putting the pressure on Alex up ahead. So Smith really running away with this race now. So Alex in 2nd, Mungino 3rd, knee jogger 4th, Chris in 5th, myself in 6th, Wilco in 7th, as he sends the back end out through that corner. Wilco in 7th and Gadget recovering in 8th now. That did sound like a yeah, Wilco's had a bit of a moment, so this could be Gadget reclaiming 7th place. So Wilco just getting back up to speed now. Yeah, Gadget up to 7th. Cool, so we've got Smith just coming around the final bend, start lap 4, 2:17, and it's Alex diving into the pits in the 7-minute mark. So it's an interesting tactic. Half a tank of fuel left, so the Mercedes obviously quite thirsty. Yeah, it's a short pit stop, no fuel, just tyres by the looks of it. So Alex rejoins in 4th place, just behind knee jogger. See what Alex can do from here. Chris in 5th, myself in 6th. Gadget in 7th, Wilco close behind in 8th. We've got everyone really close together here. What's happened? So Alex has just come out of the pits. He did rejoin in full, so he's made up a place on Mangino. So Mangino had a crash somewhere? Let's have a look back. So yeah, as we rejoin Mangino in 2nd place, he's got a bit of clear air, and obviously Alex just come out of pits in 4th place behind. And just at the start of lap 4, just come up to this hairpin. Oh, it goes straight ahead of the hairpin. Oh yeah, that's a huge mistake. So that's what closed this little group of cars up. The knee jogger moves up into 2nd place, Alex into 3rd, just about, and Mangino slots back into 4th. So that's a shame, big mistake for Mangino there, losing a couple of places. Handy for Alex, he's just out of the pits and just needs to find them. Is that Mangino going wide again in the background? So he's just lost another place to Chris. So Chris moves up into 4th place. And Mangino down to 5th, 2nd to 5th in about 40 seconds. Myself in 6th, Gadget in 7th, and Wilco in 8th. So Alex has got ahead of Mangino as well. Looks like I've missed that. Let's have a little look back. Okay, after both of these guys, right, so when Mangino went wide in the background, I switched to that. It looks like Alex snuck ahead, so he just nicks the inside, gets his nose on the inside of that corner, really plants it, putting the power down as well. So yeah, it's a good move from Alex. Moves himself up into 2nd place, and yeah, that early pit stop seems to have paid off. So a little bit of tyre wear seems to affect this, affect the Mercedes quite a bit. Let's see if it can pull away from knee jogger now. Knee jogger in 3rd, Chris up to 4th now after Mangino's incident. Still still a minute away from the 10-minute mark. Gadget's just pulled a little. Wilco has another moment. So he's going to drop back off with Gadget a little bit further. So Smith just caning it around the long right hander and onto the main straight. Is he going to dive into the pits? Yeah, Smith pitting from 1st place. Let's see where Alex, how far Alex is behind. As knee jogger jumping into the pits from 3rd place, Chris pitting from 4th. He's closed that gap a little bit maybe, but obviously he's well out of sync with the pit stops now. Smith retaining 1st place, Alex in 2nd, myself up into 3rd on the racing mediums. Obviously a little bit out of sync with the pit stops as well. So Chris rejoining in 4th, knee jogger in 5th, and Mangino in 6th. People taking on different fuel levels as well. So you're right. It's interesting. So I've got just about enough of a gap to Chris at the moment, not to be under pressure. So Chris will be looking to catch very quickly and pass even quicker. Just rejoin the leader quick and have a run through the grid properly now. It's pretty much all the first stints of pits done, barring myself. I think I may be the only person that hasn't pitted yet. So we've got Smith in 1st place, reasonable lead to Alex in 2nd. Alex having pitted earlier and coming out of fresher tyres. Self in 3rd, there is Chris running a little bit wide in 4th. So So they're closing the gap on me by the looks of it quite quickly. So these racing mediums not really carrying too much pace. Chris on the soft behind, knee jogger. Chris in 4th, knee jogger in 5th. Mangino in 6th, all very, very close together. Gadget in 7th, still recovering from that massive incident at the start, and Wilco in 8th. It looks like Smith's extending that gap quite a bit now. I'll see what time he's putting up. 2 minutes 16.3 from Smith. Nearly a second gained. He's got myself in 3rd place, still just about hanging on as I've got to dive into the pits. Right, so it's me pitting from 3rd. So Chris moves up to 3rd, knee jogger to 4th, and Mangino to 5th. Taking on a bit of fuel as well as we've got Gadget just coming up to the final bend. So, rejoining the race in 6th place on the soft tyre. So this fight for 3rd, 4th and 5th getting very hot now. Coming under a bit of pressure from Chris. Again, just sitting back at the moment watching this unfold. So the Mercedes getting really leery around that corner. So he's still doing enough to hold on to that 3rd position. So again, I could probably afford just to fuel save a little bit maybe at this stage of the race. The 2 guys in front keep battling. Chris looking a little bit quicker at the moment. And he is on the super soft, a little bit more aware. Tyre wear really affecting the performance of this Mercedes. As Chris runs a little bit wide, a little bit of a touch from Mangino there. I think Mangino was just caught out by Chris losing traction, losing a bit of speed there, so a little bit of breathing room for a knee jogger at the moment. As this will be Alex jumping in the pits for that fuel, yeah, so Alex pitting at the end of lap 6. This is knee jogger coming around the final bend. It's only a short pit stop, so I think Alex will be safe. Rejoining in 2nd. He's got to take on a bit of fuel, but we'll see. So Alex coming out of the pits now. So he's dropped right back. These 3 guys all got ahead. So Alex rejoins in 5th place. So could have done with getting ahead of this little bunch of guys. That's knee jogger up into 2nd place now. Smith still storming away by himself up in the oh my god, up front in the lead. There we go. Smith just coming around the long right-hander. Massive gap back to 2nd place. Knee jogger now, and just gone purple, setting the fastest lap. A great performance from Smith yet again. So we've got a bit of mixing up here in this battle. So it looks like Alex has just stormed through. Let's have a little look back. So rejoin with Alex still at the back of this group. Really wants to get on with this now. And, he carries that inside line all the way through there. Just nudges Mangino out of the way, gets a better run out of the corner against Chris as well, so moves up 2 places in 1 corner, and can start trying to reel in knee jogger now. He's just got away from this little group. Knee jogger went for a good result today as so not really got the results his pace deserves so far this season in the Sunday League. past the halfway mark now, coming up to 16 minutes. Alex really should have more pace at this stage of the race. He's on the softer compound. He's only just come out of the pits. Surprisingly difficult track to overtake on this. And he gets the job done there on the inside of this right hander. He's just gonna, just stick his car in front, I think. But Knee's putting up a good fight. But yeah, Alex just about stays ahead, coming down the main straight. So Alex back up into second, Knee down to third, but not giving this place up lightly as he's got the inside of this corner and he has a little look. Yeah, Knee jogger fighting all the way, definitely not giving this second place up easily. So Alex has really got to try and stretch his legs now on them on fresher tyres and break the slipstream. This Knee jogger definitely looking for that place back. So it'd be interesting to see how the pit stop strategies play out as well, as that looks like Mungino getting past Chris in the background there as well. So Mungino up to 4th, Chris down to 5th. Oh, these guys having a race-long battle so far. It's just allowed Smith to get off down the road. But yeah, Alex not really doing enough to break that slipstream for the Knee jogger at the moment. But that tyre wear is getting worse and worse with Knee jogger, so I imagine he will stop dropping back. But Wilco pitting from 8th on the medium. Smith in first place, critical fuel, so we'll be coming in the end of this lap. Just coming through the final west section at the moment. Yeah, very, very dominant race so far. Alex in second place. He's finally pulled, I think he's finally broke that slipstream. So he really needs to get a move on. Could come under pressure from these guys towards the end of the race. We've got a Knee jogger critical on fuel as well. So yeah, Smith pitting from the lead. Looks like Wilco's retired from 8th. So Alex going round again and Knee jogger pitting from 3rd. So Smith rejoins the race in first place, just coming up to a back marker at the moment. Alex is second, looks like everyone behind 3rd, 4th and 5th have pitted, so this may well promote myself temporarily up into 3rd. So yeah, just clear the pit entry there, and that's looks like Mungino coming out the pits first, so taking on less fuel than Chris behind, a lot less fuel than Knee jogger. Oh yeah, interesting. Looks like Mungino's jumped everyone in the pits there, and you've got Gadget pitting from 7th in pitting from 7th. Got Wilco back out now, so yeah, no retirement for Wilco. It's good to see. Smith carrying on in first. Alex not that far behind, but so I think Smith is good to the end of the race now. I think he will be. Alex definitely has to pit again. As well as myself. Quarter tank of fuel left, and that's a massive moment from Mungino there. He's jumped everyone in the pits and he's just had a crash, so that promotes Chris and Knee jogger back ahead. That is a massive shame. Yeah, so he's going to have to fuel save as well probably. We'll see. He's got 10 minutes left, just over half a tank. This Mercedes is quite thirsty on the fuel. So yeah, myself in 3rd, probably due a pit stop soon. Got Chris out on the racing super softs. He's going to be closing that gap very soon. Knee jogger close behind, also on the super softs. He'll be looking to stay with Chris, capitalise on any mistake and make a move. Mangino down to 6th now. Gadget still in 7th, and Wilco in 8th. So what, yellow flags up ahead? Oh, was that just a back marker? That may well be Wilco just pulled out of the way there. So yeah, got myself pitting from 3rd place, and Chris back up into 3rd, Knee Jogger back up into 4th. And Mangino coming down the straight now. I'm still taking on fuel. Far too much by the looks of it. Just leaving the pits now in 6th place. Gadget in 7th, still coming around the final bend, so comfortable 6th place for myself at the moment. But we'll go back in the pits in 8th. So yeah, you've got Chris. Looks like he's extended that lead to Knee Jogger a little bit. Oh, he's lost the back end there though, coming through that fast. That's just about held on to that. He's lost a bit of time, but that could have been a hell of a lot worse. But yeah, Knee Jogger takes 3rd place off the back of that. Massive moment from Chris there, nearly losing it, but you know, probably yeah, had a moment. Chris down to 4th, Mangino in 5th, myself in 6th, Gadget in 7th. Wilco in 8th. Looks like a retirement from Wilco. So yeah, Smith in 1st place, absolutely storming away with this race. Say not in a position, I don't think he's in a position to take the lead in the championship yet. Although Des isn't racing, so yeah, don't quote me on that, as he gets a little bit wide through that section there. Alex in 2nd place, comfortable 2nd place now. Knee Jogger in 3rd, just drifting round that corner. Chris in 4th. Mangino down in 5th, bit of clear air all by himself. Same as myself. We've got Alex pitting from 2nd now, so this should be his final pit of the race. Fueling up now. How much fuel he's going to take on, but it's a Knee Jogger just coming around the final bend. It looks like Alex just leaving the pits up ahead, so yeah, he's got a decent gap, fresh tyres, and quite a light car to the end of the race. So Alex in a good position to take another 2nd place here. Another great race from Alex. Just Smith was in a league of his own today, I think. Saying that, we've still got 6 minutes of this race left. Anything can happen. But Alex looking good for a 2nd. Knee Jogger is in 3rd. He's got Cruz. He has extended that gap to Chris quite a bit. I think that both of these guys looking to go to the end now. Mangino still down in 5th, not really making much progress on the guys in front. Myself in 6th and Gadget in 7th. Closest guys on track at the moment are Chris and Knee Jogger. We'll see what happens here. So it looks like Chris just setting his PBs. So 2019, 2 minute 19.8 last time around. Mate, 2 minutes 17.2 from Knee Jogger last time around. That's a massive improvement. Chris nearly goes wide there and loses. Chris is improving on his times, but yeah, it was a really good lap from Knee Jogger last time around. Check with the leader what the fastest lap is at the moment. 2:16 flat from Smith. So yeah, over a 2nd quicker than pretty much anyone else on the track today. Yeah, low 2 minutes 17s has got Smith pitting for the lead, but yeah, low 2 minutes 17s from Knee Jogger and Alex, very close pace. But yeah, it looks like Alex's early pit stops have really paid off, as the Mercedes tending to lose a hell of a lot of time with minimal tyre wear. Smith pitting from the lead, coming out comfortably in first place. Alex in second. Nijogger in third. Chris closed that gap a little bit, about half a second on that last lap. So Chris certainly ain't done. He's definitely got that podium in sight. I think that'll be Chris's first podium this season. So, she's absolutely on the edge at the moment. Mangino in fifth, just dropping back a little bit off the guys in front with a 2:20 last time around. Myself 2:18, setting my personal best of the race. Last time around, struggling a bit in the Mercedes, as is Gadget. It's a reasonably easy car to drive, but quite unique in its handling. And, I don't think many people have done this layout in reverse or know it that well. So that's what the Sunday League's all about. Complete mix-up of track layouts and car varieties, and it really does shake the grid up quite a bit. So if I missed something there, but that looks like Nijogger down to fourth and Chris up to third, and Mangino a lot closer to Nijogger. Let's have a look back. Oh yeah, rejoining Nijogger at lap 12, 30 seconds into it. Yeah, he was in a comfortable-ish third place, setting good times. So Chris gained half a second on that last lap. So yeah, that difficult section. He spins it completely. That's a big mistake. He's going to lose a fair bit of time. Does reasonably well to flick that around and get it facing the right way as quick as he could. But yeah, he's under pressure from Mangino straight away. Yeah, it's a shame. So that is Chris up to the last podium spot. Nijogger down to fourth now. Yeah, really unlucky from Nijogger there. That tyre wear, still got 2.5 minutes to go. That tyre wear really starting to kick in. So, Mangino's looking a little bit better on the tyre wear side of things. Nijogger down to fourth, Mangino still in fifth, myself sixth, and Gadget in seventh. As yeah, Mangino fancies that fourth place now, I think. Don't know what happened there. It's yeah, Nijogger still holding on to fourth. They come round to complete lap 12. So yeah, 2:22's really slow times. 2:18 for myself still. So yeah, catching these two guys in front a little bit, but this is it now. This is the final lap, I would say. As Nijogger runs really wide there. He's on the grass, and that's let Mangino through. So Nijogger down to fifth. Really struggling to keep this Mercedes on track at the moment, this stage of the race. That tyre wear, yeah, that rear left is completely knackered. This might well give myself in sixth place a little look as well. Looks like he's lost it again. Oh, Nijogger's had a nightmare past 2 laps. He swings it back around. Don't think Gadget's going to be close enough, but down to sixth place was a shame. He's looking for a good result today as well. He was on for a good result. The pace was there. I think he's well on par with Alex for overall lap pace, but yeah, just one too many incidents. It drops him down to 6th. So anyway, it's come up to the 30-minute mark, and I think Smith might just get around. No, I think this is it. So Smith to cross the line. Absolutely dominant display today. Led from pole, untouchable all the way. That's first place from Smith. We've got Alex just coming through the final west section. Good race from Alex, done as much as he could. I don't think he could get near Smith today. But yeah, another good points haul from Alex towards his championship charge. And Chris in a third place, yeah, comfortable third in the end, so picking up that last podium spot. His best result of the season, so he's going to be obviously looking to kick off his season from here. Mungino in fourth, good result from Mungino also, so yeah, I think the grid's going to mix up quite, sorry, championship table is going to get mixed up quite a bit after this race. Myself picking up a fifth as well, thanks to Knee Jogger's unfortunate mistakes towards the end of that race, and Knee Jogger coming home in sixth place. And you got Gadget in 7th and Wilco in 8th. But yeah, that was the Sunday League round 3 tier 1. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week.